All right, PriceIsKing.com. Welcome back. Let's look at Google. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Make sure you hit it, okay? And comment and let me know if you have any other suggestions for any other stocks. But today we're going to talk about Google, specifically, the Alphabet stock, and where it's been, where it's going, and what it's going on right now. All right, a lot of stuff coming out of the news cycle with regards to Google. Google has a lot of AI catching up to do. There was some news about, they're faking their demos, and so the stock took a hit and whatnot. But all in all, let's take a look at it from a technical perspective. What you're seeing on the screen right now is a 5-year daily chart, and you'll see that it's still tearing. It goes up, down, up, and then takes these little small chunks, but all the way it was going up until right around over here. As you can see, it slowly kind of tanked, last, I would say, cycle down, and then right around here it's gone back up. Right, earlier this year kind of took a turn. If you take a look at my recommendations, always 50-day above the 200. When it crossed, it kind of rode itself up, and then got closer, and it crossed and went down, and it crossed over here, and it continues to ride itself up. And so what is going to happen now? I mean, we're still in a bullish cycle right here. Let me add the fibs on this to see kind of where we are and where it's headed. And so when you're looking at this, let me zoom in so you have an idea. Obviously we see the 151 as the high, right? So ultimately the bulls are going to try to target that, and let's see how that happens. I mean, is it going to happen anytime soon? Will it happen in the next few days, months, whatnot, right? If you're a swing trader, you want to know that, right? You want to know whether you're going to be in this for a couple of days, couple of weeks, what is it, right? A couple of months or whatnot, right? If you're a long-term investor, obviously 151 is your target. That's the next leg up. Short-term investors, whether if you're not an intraday investor, trader, then you're looking at swing trading, right? And you want to know when to get in, when to get out, the ups and downs of the cycles, right? That's what you're looking at. And so when we're looking at this particular thing, what's going on? Let's take a closer look. We have the 50-day, the 50% on the Fibonacci extension, right? That's actually looks like it's gonna make it support. And so if we're looking at the previous highs, right, it broke all of these, right? And then we got some support in this area right around where the 200 is, right? I'm going to zoom in on a little bit, but just kind of give you a picture, right? And then the next leg up, we're looking at the 143s and then the 151s, right? So let's zoom in a little bit closer and see what's actually going on. And so when we're looking at this, if we take a look, we have the 50-day, the 200-day. So this blue line right here is the 50-day, and these orange, mustard-looking dots, that's the 200-day moving average. Okay, so we can clearly see that the 50-day is above the 200. That's a great sign, and that means the bulls are still in control for the most part. And as you can see, when it came down, the 200 kind of held it in, the lower Bollinger Band held it in, and then made its way back up to the mid band, and then tried to touch the top, and then again now it crossed the mid band, and now the lower band is trying to hold it in. So now it crossed back above the 50-day, and it crossed above the mid band, and now the 50% Fibonacci as well as the mid band is trying to hold it in, right? So there's a good support area in this area. Okay, so we need to see the bears kind of try to break it if they can, and then the bulls are going to try to keep this as a support and try to hit the next upper number, which is the 139. And then it's going to try to target the 143s and ultimately go try to hit that 151, right? It's not going to happen like immediately unless there's a big news cycle with the AI and whatnot, right? But there's some mixed signals. They are behind AI and so they're trying to play some catch up, right? And when they do play that catch up, they will eventually get caught up, and we will see a positive momentum continue to build. But I see in the short term, what I'm seeing over here, if you look at the MACD, the bears are losing control. When I say that is because look, the previous mountain was a lot bigger, so the bears were in control around this cycle, and then now the bears are trying to do it again, which they can't. And as you can see from the previous mountain, that the bears never were able to bring it down that far. And so the bulls are still in control. We saw that it crossed above the zero line, okay, and then it's about to cross again on above the zero line, which indicates there's further room for upward momentum. And when that happens, the stock is going to go up. So in the next few days, we're going to see some upward movement for stocks generally, and then we'll see Google take that up as well. One of the things I see is you have higher lows, and then it's trying to form a higher low here. That also indicates on the RSI that it's going to continue to go up. So if you're looking to get in a position right now, this is the area that you want to get in for a long. I anticipate the next few days it's going to go up. It's going to try to break this 139, then it's going to try to bring the 141, and then 143, and then eventually try to make its way self up. But of course, it's going to have some downward pressures, and eventually it'll catch itself back up. But the area that I'm looking to buy is in this area. Let me know your thoughts. PriceIsKing.com. Thank you for watching. Make sure you hit like and subscribe. Thank you.